Patrick Mahomes. The name alone sends shivers down the spines of defensive coordinators and ignites the hopes of Kansas City Chiefs fans. He burst onto the scene, a generational talent rewriting the rules of quarterback play. With Mahomes at the helm, the Chiefs became the NFL's glamour team, a dynasty in the making. They reached the pinnacle of the sport, hoisting the Lombardi Trophy, but recent history has left a lingering question. Can this team, with all its offensive firepower, consistently win on the biggest stage? Travis Kelce, a matchup nightmare, redefined the tight end position. The Chiefs' rotating receivers stretched the field and kept defenses on their heels. The Chiefs were must-watch television, racking up points with an ease that seemed almost unfair. Yet, the shadow of doubt crept in. 2 Super Bowl losses in recent years exposed a vulnerability, a chink in the armor of this offensive juggernaut. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles, with contrasting styles but equally effective game plans, managed to do what many thought impossible. They made Patrick Mahomes look ordinary. The Chiefs' offensive juggernaut, once thought invincible, now faces a critical juncture. Can they adapt and overcome these challenges? Or will they falter under the weight of expectations? The next chapter in this saga will be crucial, as Mahomes and his team strive to reclaim their place at the top. Super Bowl 55, the grandest stage in American football where legends are made and history is written. The bright lights of Tampa, Florida, set the stage for a clash of titans. Mahomes and the high-flying Chiefs against Tom Brady and the seasoned veterans of the Buccaneers. It was a game that promised fireworks and drama. What unfolded was a defensive clinic, a masterclass in pressure and disruption orchestrated by Tampa Bay's defensive coordinator Todd Bowles. His game plan was meticulous, targeting the weaknesses of the Chiefs' offensive line. The Buccaneers' game plan was simple yet brutally effective: make Mahomes uncomfortable. They knew that rattling the young quarterback was key to their success. From the opening snap, the Buccaneers' defensive line, led by Shaquille Barrett and Jason Pierre-Paul, harassed Mahomes relentlessly. Their relentless pursuit was a sight to behold. They collapsed the pocket, forcing him to scramble and abandon his usual pinpoint accuracy. Mahomes, known for his composure, was visibly shaken. The Chiefs' offensive line, hampered by injuries, simply couldn't cope with the ferocity of the Buccaneers' pass rush. It was a mismatch that the Buccaneers exploited to perfection. Mahomes, accustomed to dictating the pace of the game, found himself on the run, his internal clock disrupted. Every snap became a desperate attempt to escape the onslaught. He was sacked 3 times, a testament to the Buccaneers' relentless pursuit. Each sack was a blow to the Chiefs' morale. Hurried throws sailed high and wide, missing their targets. The precision that defined Mahomes' game was nowhere to be found. The Chiefs' usually potent offense sputtered and stalled, unable to find any rhythm. The Buccaneers' defense had not just won the game, they had dominated it. Super Bowl 59, the grandest stage in American football where legends are made and dreams are either realized or shattered. The festive air of New Orleans, Louisiana crackled with anticipation. Fans from all over the country had gathered, their excitement palpable, their hopes high. The Chiefs, back in the big game, were determined to erase the memory of their Super Bowl 55 defeat. They had trained hard, strategized meticulously, and were ready to reclaim their glory. Standing in their way were the Philadelphia Eagles, a team with a ferocious defense and a quarterback in Jalen Hurts eager to prove himself on the biggest stage. The Eagles had a chip on their shoulder and were ready to show the world their mettle. If Super Bowl 55 was a lesson in pressure, Super Bowl 59 was a masterclass in defensive dominance. The Eagles' defense was relentless, their energy unyielding. The Eagles, led by their defensive coordinator Vic Fangio, picked up where the Buccaneers left off, unleashing a relentless wave of pass rushers on Mahomes. Fangio's strategy was clear: pressure Mahomes at every turn. The Eagles sacked Mahomes 6 times, a Super Bowl record. Each sack was a testament to their preparation and execution. Each sack felt like a punch to the gut, a demoralizing blow that sucked the energy out of the Chiefs' sideline. The Chiefs' morale was visibly shaken. Mahomes became a sitting duck in the pocket. His usual agility and escapability were nowhere to be seen. The Eagles' defensive backs, sensing Mahomes' hesitation, jumped routes, intercepting 2 of his passes, one of which was returned for a touchdown. The defense was not just stopping plays, they were creating game-changing moments. The Chiefs' offense, once a well-oiled machine, looked disjointed and out of sync. Their usual rhythm was disrupted and their confidence was eroding with each play. Travis Kelce, usually a reliable target, was held in check, his impact minimized. The Eagles' defense had effectively neutralized one of the Chiefs' biggest weapons, leaving them scrambling for answers. Both the Buccaneers and the Eagles exposed a fundamental flaw in the Chiefs' offensive philosophy: their over-reliance on Mahomes' brilliance. When Mahomes was on, the Chiefs' offense was virtually unstoppable. But when he was pressured, when his rhythm was disrupted, the cracks began to show. The Buccaneers and the Eagles both recognized that the key to stopping the Chiefs was to disrupt Mahomes' timing, to force him off his spot and make him uncomfortable. They did this by attacking the Chiefs' offensive line, which, despite its reputation, proved to be a weakness. Both teams were able to generate pressure with their front four, allowing them to drop more defenders into coverage and take away Mahomes' passing lanes. No discussion about the Chiefs' Super Bowl losses would be complete without addressing the elephant in the room: the officiating. In both Super Bowl 55 and Super Bowl 59, there were a number of controversial calls, some of which went against the Chiefs. In Super Bowl 55, the Chiefs were flagged numerous times on various calls, while the Buccaneers seemed to get away with similar infractions. In Super Bowl 59, the Eagles were the beneficiaries of many questionable calls that extended drives and ultimately ended in touchdowns. While it's impossible to say for certain whether the officiating had a direct impact on the outcome of either game, it's hard to ignore the fact that some of the calls seemed to go against the Chiefs at crucial moments. So much for the NFL officials favoring the Chiefs. The losses in Super Bowl 55 and Super Bowl 59 were bitter pills to swallow for Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. They served as stark reminders that even the most talented teams can be exposed on the biggest stage. However, these losses, as painful as they were, could prove to be valuable learning experiences. The Chiefs, under Andy Reid's guidance, have shown a remarkable ability to adapt and evolve. They will no doubt study the film, identify their weaknesses, and come back stronger. For Mahomes, these losses could serve as fuel, a reminder that greatness is not guaranteed and that there are always lessons to be learned. The NFL is a league of parity where every Sunday brings a new challenge, a new opportunity to prove oneself. Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs, despite their recent Super Bowl setbacks, remain the gold standard in the NFL, a team that strikes fear into the hearts of their opponents. However, legacies are often defined by championships, by the ability to win when it matters most. The challenge for Mahomes and the Chiefs is to learn from their mistakes, to shore up their weaknesses, and to find a way to consistently perform at their best when the stakes are highest. Then they silence the doubters and cement their place among the NFL's all-time greats, if they haven't already.